Hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, so I'm going to do a tag for Tag Tuesday, the Sound of May tag. It's a musical tag created by Camden Conley. And check out his channel. He's a young booktuber, guitar player. I subscribe to his channel. And I was tagged by James at Quaint and Curious Volumes, and also by Gareth at Books, Songs, and Other Magic. And Gareth and Dave had James on their last live show last week. If you didn't catch that, go catch that after this. So it has how many prompts? A few. 10. General tag. Let's get into it. 1. What are your earliest memories of music in your life? Did you have a favorite song or musicians as a child? Is there one musical memory from your childhood or adolescence that sticks in your mind? Well, I have a few. I kind of divide my early childhood from being born to the second grade, and I remember that house and the neighborhood we lived in. Then we moved to a better neighborhood. My dad was just a fighter paramedic, so blue collar worker, but and then he had other jobs in that, but I had a great childhood. So I'm going to enjoy this tag. One of my earliest memories is my grandfather giving me a cassette recorder that had like a bunch of the keys for reverse, forward, plus play and record, and he gave me some music cassettes. One was John Lee Hooker, that old black blues guitarist, and I remember that, and I used that recorder for years, all up through like high school and that. What else? I have an album. My grandmother took me to see The Jungle Book at a movie theater on a bus when I was very small, and I remember that. Okay, and then 2, were you ever or are you currently in any music program, choir, orchestra, band, theater? Do you play any instruments or sing recreationally? I'm not currently in any bands or anything, but when we did move to the better neighborhood and that, I was into music and bands. I think this is a place to show I have some of my junior high, middle grade yearbooks and high school yearbooks. I don't have my senior yearbook. I thought I did, but I was always into music and art. So this is the oldest pictures. When I was when we moved and I was in 3rd grade, I started taking drums in elementary school back when they had money for that kind of thing. Apparently, I've heard that all the extracurricular activities are gone from junior high schools and that. And like if you even want to play football, you have to pay extra for the funding of the equipment and that. So they don't have music. So this is 7th grade, and then 8th grade band. I have pointer. That's me, and that's me in the back row. All right, so you just imagine, let's see, it's me on this drum. But, so I played drums like until high school. I started playing guitar in both. But I'm still friends with Facebook friends, and he drove me to the airport when I was in Toledo drove me to Detroit, where you get the Toledo has a small airport. Detroit's, major. But he drove me to the airport. He's like, he was a drummer too, but we had garage bands. And now he's a professional musician, plays the guitar. His wife plays the harp, the kind that those big harps, not a harmonica. So I enjoy bands, and I enjoy theater too. And I have been enjoying when Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads was here last month. We went to a Oregon Symphony orchestra concert. That was cool. Got a program down there, but I want to go again. I haven't been involved in any theater in a long time, but I enjoy that. I like the behind the scenes, backstage stuff, stage manager type thing. And yeah, I play guitar though now. I'll pop up some pictures. I have 3 guitars currently. I have a Les Paul Copy 2. It's right now it's in hock at a pawn shop. I have till all I have to do is go pick it up, pay the $61 surcharge, and get it. Should have did it this weekend, but I've got plenty of time. 3, is there any album that you consider musically perfect or near perfect? This can include popular music, symphonies, Broadway musical, film scores, etc. Well, now that you ask, this gives me the great opportunity to talk about certainly my favorite Beatles album. Maybe my favorite all-time album is Sgt. Pepper. I used to have a picture disc of this. I have several pictures, but I framed it. And that last time I saw it, it was with effing Molly in Toledo. But I like this album musically and in a lot of other areas changed music. I like there's so many obvious Paul is dead symbols in here. What's different between this picture? Okay, that's pretty obvious. What's the difference between like this one? What is Paul so different? Anyone? Well, do you see his knees? He's got his knees hunched up there, but pretty obvious. There's a lot of things I love. There's Edgar Allan Poe. There's William S. Burroughs. There's Lester Crowley. Tolstoy. Yeah. And others. Oscar Wilde. But I think that's a near perfect album. I could pick some other albums too, but I won't. 4. Who are some musicians that you wish people knew more about? It can come from any genre. You're limited to 3. I'll just say 1. I'm a big Todd Rundgren fan. I've seen him probably more than any other musician or band. And the next would be James Taylor. Met Todd Rundgren, had backstage passes. I've been a fan since 1982 when he toured Kent State. And I've been seeing him live ever since, and was in a fan club. Luckily, I still have a lot of his albums. I recently bought one, like last week, a Utopia album, and I showed it. I am missing that album, and I go, I'm going to check this. If it's under $20, I'm going to get it. And it was like 23, so if it's under 25, so I got it. Glad I did. Pick a song. See, he's stuck with the times and has progressed with the times musically. He's always doing something different. He's a consummate musician and producer. If you don't know, he produced Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell album. That's probably his most successful and famous. Lives in Hawaii, just a big vocal Democrat. Just father. He almost adopted or father to what's her name? Steven Tyler's daughter, the actress. Yeah, she grew up thinking Todd Rundgren was her dad. Anyway, Todd is God. 5. Is there a novel poem you have read that you believe captures the beauty and transformative power of music? What about nonfiction? I don't know. I want to say like Dylan Thomas. I like villanelles a lot. That's form poetry. They always have a musical cadence to me. 6. Who is a musician that everybody seems to love, but you just can't stand or understand the appeal of? You're limited to 3. The more hateful, the better. I have a hard time. I don't have one that pops up. I really don't. If there was one, I'd tell you. 7. Which is more important to the song, the music, melody, or the lyrics? Well, the lyrics, of course. 8. What constitutes music versus noise? Where do you draw the line? And Philip Glass. Must music always have a melody, or can it take other forms? Yeah, it can take other forms. Gareth really went into this. I think James did too. I'm a harmonica player as well. I've got like 25 harmonicas because you need one for different keys. And every harmonica you can play in 3 different positions. So 3 different keys and more than 3 different positions actually, but I can only play in 3. What was it? I don't have the knowledge or expertise to talk about this. I was going to try to talk about diatonic scales as opposed to chromatic harmonicas and diatonics 10, but I won't, because this is getting a little long. If you were to introduce yourself to someone through sharing a playlist with them, what songs would be on the playlist? Well, I can find one now. Let's see. All right. Well, I've been listening to Peter Gabriel lately. If I'm not listening to an album, I just go, what am I in the mood to listen to? And it could be anything from old Peter Gabriel, Security, and that, to Plays Live. That's a great album by Gabriel. I've been a big Genesis fan since the 80s. And listening to Pearl Jam, Beatles, same old shit. And last is tag people. I'm not going to tag anyone because Gareth and James have already tagged everyone. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not late to the party, but I'm glad I did this in May. Is there anyone I can tag? I don't know if they tagged Flossie at the Great Joey Library. I could tag. I wonder if they tagged Renee at Beyond Books. Yeah, let me tag Austin in Northern Ireland. He went live. He's been going live. He's got a great channel, and turning me on to music, and he's got a good sense of humor, a good guy. He'll do good with this tag. And Patrick reads, yeah, that's a few people. So like, subscribe, make a comment. I'll reply back to you. Peace.